Welcome back. It's a special edition of The Zone here in Wichita Falls ISD. We're at the Career Education Center. I am excited today to be sharing my time with members of the color guard and members of the band from all three high schools. We are talking band and all that implies here in Wichita Falls today. Welcome, guys. Emma, start us off. I want everyone to introduce themselves, talk about what school you go to and what your job is with the band.
Okay, my name is Emma Watson, and I am a drum major, first lieutenant, and also sax section leader for the band. And what is the other question?
Which school?
Oh, I go to Wichita Falls High School.
You're a Coyote. Fantastic. Pass the mic down. Let's meet everybody.
My name is Summer Campbell. I'm the senior drum major at Hershey High School, and I play the clarinet.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Makita Matthew. I'm the color guard captain, marching lieutenant, and bass clarinet section leader at Hershey.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Baker. I go to Old High, and I'm the color guard captain. And yeah.
All right.
Hi, I'm Rayleigh Shell. I'm the only drum major at Ryder High School, and I play the flute.
Okay, so you are the only drum major.
Yep.
So you were talking to someone who knows absolutely nothing about music or band. In fact, I listen to talk radio. Tell me and all of our thousands of viewers exactly what a drum major is and what a drum major does.
So a drum major is basically the leader of the entire band. We have to show by example what they're supposed to do, and we also direct the show, like keep tempo for the entire band during our shows and stuff, so they don't like slow down and stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome. Emma, talk to me about this. What's the biggest challenge in being a drum major?
The biggest challenge is probably keeping with the beat, at least for me. I go fast, live fast, die young. And well, what I do in the band is that I'm a little bit of a hybrid. I conduct and then I also march in the band, and so that is also a hard part. Conducting and then having to go immediately onto the field and then practice all the sets and play music and stuff like that. So I'd say the hardest parts for me are keeping beat and making sure that I remember everything.
Okay.
The show.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
So you guys are responsible for everybody up in that band and making sure that they stay together.
Yep.
All right. Pass the mic down. So we go to a lot of football games. I see a lot of different bands perform at halftime. Who dreams up all of these different halftime shows?
Typically, it's the band director. We usually get a say in ideas on what the show should be for the next year, but in the end, it's definitely the band directors who make those decisions.
Okay. Pass that back to our color guard. Again, I've never been in the color guard, so you're going to have to tell me exactly what the color guard is and what the color guard does.
We're just the flag people. That's what people
Don't say just. You're not just the flag. You're the flag people.
We're the flag. I spin rifle. I'm the only one that does rifle at our school.
Okay.
And we just dance around the field and have fun.
All right. Pass that over. Tell us what the toughest part about being in the flag corps is.
Definitely having to do drill alongside the band, because a lot of the times our visual coordinator, Miss Parker, will have us move into the sets in the band. So like if there's a gap in the band, she wants us there, and so it's very hard trying to make sure not to hit any of the band members.
All right, so let's just, you keep the mic for a minute. Let's tell people, because I do know the answer to this. Tell everyone when the band actually starts practicing for an upcoming school year.
We start, UIL rules say August 1st is the first day we can actually start practicing our show. But we practice technique, maybe a week before that.
Okay. And you're out there. So not only are the football players out there when it's 110 degrees, the band, the color guard, everybody's outside. We don't have an air-conditioned indoor facility for you to practice in. You guys,
Nope.
In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, most of you practice in a parking lot. Yes. And so, the asphalt heats up. It's 110 outside. It's 120 on the pavement. And you guys are marching and playing, and you guys are out there for hours on end, right? Okay. So that's, hey, great job on that. Let's pass that mic back to the front row. We got a special question for Ryder. All right. Who builds all of the sets that you guys use at halftime?
All the props?
The props.
Okay. Actually, it's the parents who help out. Like, all of the parents they set like a date and like a bunch of parents come and just help build props and they're giving
Okay,
instructions and
and
stuff.
the most famous halftime prop that I've ever seen in my life is the notorious, infamous Rider Spider.
Yes,
What is the
Black
history?
Widow.
Yeah, the Black Widow. What is the history of the Black Widow?
Well, our show last year was called Black Widow, so
And is it
That-
true that the Black Widow may or may not have ended up on an assistant principal's car?
yes.
That you will confirm that? We will-
It may or may not happen.
May or may not have happened. All right, great. Pass that over to Emma. Let's talk to me. Let's switch gears. We've got a big day coming up next week. UIL band competition at Memorial Stadium. Okay, what's different? The halftime show, the band competition. How do those days change up for you guys?
The halftime show, for at least my experience, is a little bit more lax. We're performing at a football game, and so we have the adrenaline, and we're having fun, and we get to see all of our friends in the student section, and it's a cool performance to be a part of. The band competition, however, we step it into high gear. It's very serious. We have a specific, methodical plan that we do where we get there early and then we practice and then we get ready and we perform. And it's a lot more serious, a lot more higher stakes. And what I'm thankful for this week is that we have a tune-up game. We have a Thursday game where we get to have fun, perform, do well, and then we have contest on Saturday where we get to kick it into high gear and focus on getting to win at contest.
Okay, great. Pass that down. So, I know how I've been a part of football teams. You go in the locker room, you have a pregame speech, everybody screams, smashes the walls, we run out, and the next thing you know, everybody's just getting tackled. How does a band get pumped up for the UIL band competition?
Well, Friday night we have a football game, and we usually use those as our dress rehearsals, technically.
Okay.
And then Saturday, we usually circle up before we actually go onto the field, and we practice our show as we're going to do it out there, minus the marching itself. And then afterwards, our band director, Shirley Johnston-Boquin, talks to us, and she pretty much is giving us inspiration. She's telling us we're going to do amazing no matter what our score is, we are still the best band.
All right, cool. So pass the mic to the back row. Let's finish this up because, thousands of viewers, I bet not many of them know much about band competition. They're like me. How do the judges score a band competition?
You mean on the level of like 1 through 5?
Yes, I mean 1 good, 5 bad, 5 good, 1 bad. What
1
happens?
is technically what you're aiming for is the best that you can do. I believe it's superior.
Okay.
And then 2 is excellent, and then 3 is good, and then you don't want a 5.
We're not going there. Nobody in WFISD is coming home with a 4 or 5. We're good. All right, I got you. So then last question, do we know what the judges look for between a 1 and a 2 or a 1 and a 3?
Yes, the directors know everything that might happen on the field that will make us maybe be a 2 rather than a 1. For the color guard, it's mostly just staying together, and because we always say we're like the bonus points, like you don't need us to survive, but we do look pretty.
That's great.
And so for us, it's just being pretty and being together, and then for the band, it's being in step, having a good overall sound. Maybe if there's a soloist, the soloist needs to have their stuff together. Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, hey, I can't thank you enough for coming out and telling all of our viewers about the band and the flag corps and the upcoming competition. I wish all of you the best of luck. I think it's going to be a great week of games and a great band competition for you. So, again, if you're don't have anything to do this weekend, we've got UIL band competition at Memorial Stadium. You can come out and support all 3 high schools. I do want to give one special shout out. I've got the orange tie on today. The Haltom Buffaloes beat Euless Trinity for the 2nd year in a row. Rider graduate Jason Tucker's the head coach down at Haltom. I want to tell those guys congratulations. Guys, good luck this weekend at UIL band competition. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.